We got Troy in the black.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the DC Bantamweight division. Brought to you tonight by Miller Lite and Palm Beach Tan. Introducing first, fighting out of the Dillon's Auto blue corner. This street-style fighter stands 5'6", weighted 135 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 2 wins, 2 defeats. Training independently and fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska by way of Anaheim, California, Kristopher Brito IV. His opponent across the cage fighting out of the Nebraska Lottery red corner is a freestyle fighter standing 5'8", weighed in 135 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 8 wins, 5 defeats. Representing Lincoln Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and fighting out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Connor C.J. Jorgensen. Your referee in charge of the action, Dave Jobin.
All right, Connor in the red trunks and Kristopher in the black trunks. Connor comes out with a good leg kick. Kristopher charging him, gets him on the fence. Connor working some knees now. Connor staying mostly calm here. You know, I think Kristopher maybe with less fights under his belt, he's just a little more urgent to come out swinging. You know, like I said, we see that a lot.
With those double unders, we'll see if he tries to utilize a takedown or just looking to wear on him for a little bit and just get his cage jitters out, which is not a bad call either, especially if you already have him there.
And you know, I'd like to see
take a couple deep breaths.
You know, and Connor with the height advantage in the clinch. You know, I'd like to see him work for the double unders because that's lethal with a guy that's, you know, shorter than you.
100%. Oh, Connor. Oh. Going for a knee. Switched around now. Kristopher in the black is on the cage.
Working the body a little bit. Staying busy in the clinch.
Yep.
And I don't agree with holding the head like that. You know, I mean.
There's no use for it. That's not a submission. You know, it's. I hear some people in the
little trip there, and
yeah.
Connor gets him down on the cage in half guard. Once again, Connor in the red trunks and Kristopher in the black trunks. Switches to full mount.
Connor takes mount. Corner yelling, he's got
no
all the time in the world.
Takes his
there
back.
we go. He doesn't have it under the chin yet for the rear naked choke by
He
Connor.
abandons it to get his posture up, and he's looking for the TKO now.
He's got the body triangle.
This is a bad spot for Kristopher.
Right. Just needs to be careful about the shots to make sure they're not in the back of the head.
Good control.
Yep. Now Kristopher, he's going to the right side to try and escape it. So he's got the right idea there. With that body triangle,
again.
That's rough. Yeah, the corner of Connor is saying that he has plenty of time to readjust, and you know, I mean, you can kind of just cook him there for a little bit, and you know, yeah, you don't want to maybe spend the whole round there, but
no, and he's going to have to work if he's going to want to finish this round. I really can see Kristopher surviving this round, the way he's able to defend. You know, if there's kind of two ways to look at it. I mean, do you want to try and slip in a good rear naked choke and get a cheap submission at the end of the round, or do you want to just try and work him and get as many punches in as you can to wear him down for the next round? I mean, that's.
Yeah, well, at least on the first attempt, it wasn't under the chin, and Connor utilizes some kicks to the body while he does have back.
Yeah, he's definitely working in this position
right
and doing some damage. So I think, I mean, Connor, I think obviously took that round, but you know, if Chris can, you know, not get taken down in that next round, I mean, see if maybe he tries to keep it on his feet this round, see what he can do. But I mean, I think Connor. I mean, especially this weight class. I mean, you see the speed of these guys. Connor showed some really good ground transitions there. You know, I mean, he wasted no time to advance his position from half guard to full mount. I mean, was able to take his back multiple times, lock in a body triangle. I mean, you know, when you're fresh in the first round.
Now to round number 2. Once again, this fight's brought to you by Miller Lite and Palm Beach Tan.
When you're fresh, you know, you can defend that for a while, but you know, if he finds himself in that position in the second round, I think it's going to be a different story.
Agreed. And like I was talking about being cooked, just cooking him in there, like don't go for the submission right away. You know, you can wear him down quite a bit. Connor throwing some kicks. Kristopher coming in with the
He's got a guillotine. He's
again.
got a tight guillotine. He's got him pinned on the cage there.
He does, but
he's not
Connor,
fighting the hands though.
Connor's into side control, so that's not a great move, and he can go for the.
You can still finish it here, but the fact that Connor's not fighting the hands earlier tells me that he was never in danger, and I think now that he's positioned himself away from the cage, I think he's gonna be just fine.
Yeah, I mean that's a little bit troubling, but now he goes for he's all right. So Kristopher needs to let go of that right away because he's in full mount.
Yeah, this is a very uncomfortable position for Connor, but he'll definitely survive this.
Well,
but Kristopher was able to get on top before he abandoned it, so it's not like he wasn't able to better his positions.
Kristopher in black and Connor's full guard.
Connor working for an armbar right away. Right away. He wastes no time to better his position.
He doesn't have it locked in right. You can see Kristopher's turning his arm a bit.
Kristopher defending, yep.
Now they're sending a kind of
But he scrambles. I mean, he's going to have a mount here.
Yeah, he's going to have mount again.
And take his
go for it.
Kristopher ends up on top.
Whoa.
In Connor's guard.
Kristopher just headbutt him. He just headbutt Connor. Yeah.
Is that unintentional?
I would say it's unintentional. It looked like it was instinctual. I would say it's unintentional.
He did.
And it wasn't devastating, I don't think.
He was announced as a street fighter before the fight, so I mean, maybe that instinct was there, but.
Yeah, that's not good there, but he's warned about it, and so all good. No touch-up gloves.
Both these guys are game, though, man. I mean, they're Connor was setting up a nice spinning elbow there. I think the timing. I mean, if he had just threw it a second sooner, I mean, he would have probably knocked him out with that.
Connor goes for the takedown to maybe avoid one of Kristopher's flurries.
And, the ground stuff is working for Connor. I mean, he's able to wear him out, get on top, get a body triangle in. I mean, that is working for him.
Right. Kristopher's very game. And
Kristopher's a brawler, and I think if you can take that away from him, I think, you put him in a compromised position.
Right. So, once he has a guillotine, when Connor's in side control, Connor should definitely just go for the Von Flute choke.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I mean,
you read my mind.
Yeah, even so, like this stinks for Connor a little bit, but it really stinks for Chris, who's going to burn out his arms.
Well, and I always I think it's inexperience sometimes when you hold on to a head when a guy's inside control. I don't know if you're stalling or if you think you can still do something there because, I think, most jiu-jitsu guys know that that's kind of a lost cause at that point. You want to just abandon it and start working for like an underhook,
Right. You never know because whenever they were standing up and Kristopher had Connor's head against the cage, the crowd was calling for headlocks. Just a head throw him. Not so easy in MMA and not so easy against an experienced guy like Connor. Both guys appearing to be pretty fresh. They definitely put in their time for this camp. The cage.
Third and final round. Once again, this fight's brought to you by Miller Lite in Palm Beach Tan.
There was a lot of water spilt in the corner of Kristopher.
All right, here we go. Connor in the red corner, Kristopher in the blue corner. Here we go, third and final round.
Touch-up gloves.
Both look like they're slowing down a little bit, but both look like they got a lot of fight left in them too.
Connor starting out round 3, how round 2 was started out with some kicks. We'll see if Kristopher comes in with a flurry.
Yeah, Connor's definitely kind of using more technical striking, keeping him in his range. But, Kristopher, when Connor plays his game, Kristopher can land some good shots. I mean, he definitely is a brawler. Connor going to the ground again. Looks like he might have lost that takedown, but, it's working for him when he can get him down.
Right.
I do think he's been able to control most of this fight with his ground game.
Yep.
And he's still dangerous on his back.
Attempt.
I mean, wastes no time.
He's got the triangle locked up.
Wastes no time going for a submission attempt on his back.
No,
I mean, he's always working.
Well, he has the triangle locked up. It's not perfect, but he has time. And, yeah, go for it. And you can transition to an armbar from here the way he has it. Yeah, he's going to probably even go for an inverted triangle.
I think it looks like he's abandoning it, trying to switch up to an armbar,
he
but
can switch him back. Yeah.
Now he's back to a triangle attempt.
Interchangeable there for Connor in the red on bottom.
But Kristopher's definitely got to be careful here. I mean, he's definitely keeping his posture. Looks like he's putting some pressure on his face, putting him in some discomfort. But, this is not a good spot to be.
No. As far as fatigue, and Connor should maybe grab that, I guess, right leg of Kristopher.
Looks like I was about to
and
say his
kick him
head
over.
was out there.
Yeah.
Now, this is a bad spot for Connor. He better work to at least a half guard or something, control his posture. There he goes.
Yep, he got the half guard secured.
And Kristopher's showing that, he can have kind of a bully wrestler style. He's slipping these submissions. He's raining down some punishment. I mean, this third round's all Kristopher right now.
Yeah, the submission attempts were nice by Connor. We'll see how the judges think. Kristopher's corner yelling for elbows the whole time, which I can't disagree.
And when you go for 3-4 submission attempts, I mean that's very frustrating for the guy on bottom. I mean when you throw a submission up 2-3 times and the guy just slips out every time, that's a lot of wasted energy and effort, and it's very frustrating. I think Connor's just frustrated in this third round with short time left. But there he goes, another armbar. I mean
again. Oh, nope.
He's out, but he might better his position here. Oh,
now Connor's in a bit of a triangle.
Yeah.
I don't believe his arm. Yeah, his arm is in there. Not in any real danger, but it's not a great look for the judges coming out of the third round.
Yeah, they're probably get. All right, another one goes the distance. Let's see how the judges scored this one.
Great fight by both guys.
I actually would have to give that last round to Kristopher.
Yeah. I bet you Connor's legs are a bit tired from those triangle armbar transitions, which were beautiful. And you know what? The judges do see that, and that could easily be the deciding factor in the fights.
Absolutely. A lot of mutual respect being shown between the cornermen.
Kristopher's fresh right now. I bet he's upset that there's not a fourth round.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of just starting to find his groove there.
Yeah. Great fight by both guys.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, 3 for 3 on incredible fights tonight. I mean, there wasn't a bad fight so far.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scores the bout 29-28 Brito. Your second judge scores the bout 29-28 Jorgensen. And your third judge scores the bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Connor C.J. Jorgensen.
Jorgensen with a split division victory. One judge did score it for
Brito.
Kristopher. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, it was definitely a close fight.